Hi everyone, welcome to my shop. My name is Steve, and today I wanted to just bring you up to speed on a project. Well, it's not really a project, it's a trip I got coming up, going down to Windy Hill Foundry. And I got a call from Keith Rucker, and somebody's got a turntable for one of his machines, and so we're gonna get ready to go pick it up. I got to make some alterations to my truck bed to handle it. He's got it on a pallet and he's got to be able to load it with his forklift. So when we go over, I'll try and take my camera with me, and we go over there and see what all he's about. So right now I'm just going to go out and take a couple measurements and then cut a couple of boards and hook them into the. I've got this tray that's on wheels that in the back of my pickup bed that allows me to load and unload a little easier than trying to crawl over the sides of the bed. The bed is this high, so that's pretty. I keep making these trucks bigger and bigger. I can't get over the tops, over the sides anymore. Okay, so let's head out there. Okay, I hope this, may have to redo this. I didn't put my wind socks on. So the wind is pretty strong today. We had really like 40-mile-an-hour wind yesterday, and now it's back up to 20, 30 mile an hour, I guess, today. But this is my my little contraption I made that allows me to get my golf bag in and out. So what I want to do is I want to put a couple of, because I'm afraid when he sets this thing down in this tray that it'll push the screws out, tear them out. So what I want to do is put a couple of 2x4s across here to reinforce it, so when he sets it down on here, it'll be supported with some 2x4s. So let me just get a measurement here and see where we are. It looks like 40 inches. So I'm going to cut up a couple of 40-inch boards, and then we'll get back to it. in there. Okay. Let's go see how these fit. Okay, well, I've installed my windscreen, dead cats, whatever they call them. And I've got these two 2x4s cut to length. Hope they're the right length. I'll find out here in a second. Let's pull this out here. And if I cock it a little bit like so, it'll try to roll down the hill. But basically, I'll put it in there like that. I'll run some screws in the side here. And then it'll be able to sit on here instead of underneath there. It'll have, I got screws underneath holding these sideboards in pretty good, but I think I'd like to just keep it up here on this level here. So let me go get some screws and my screwdriver, and we'll add some screws. Sidebar to this video, I've got this 1921 Stutz. It's called a Bobcat, Bearcat, I forget the model. It's a Model K, 4-cylinder, runs good. Got a big engine in it, dual ignition. It's a heavy car. Spoke wheels with the knockoffs. Well, kind of like knockoffs, but they're not. But one nut holds them on. I mean, this is a really nicely built. The Stutz Bearcat is made by the same folks. So if you know anybody that's interested in a 21 Stutz, get in contact with me. Leave me a comment. Okay, let's move on. That'll give me the support I'm looking for. And it should hold it in there okay. So now tomorrow I'm going to go over to this fella's house, Jack, and pick up his table. There we are. I think that'll work. Catch you on the next part. Good morning, everyone. It's going to be another beautiful day in Southern Illinois. We're heading toward Belleville, where we're going to pick up a part for Keith Rucker and take it down to Clark Easterling to Windy Hill Foundry. Just wanted to try out these microphones here with the dust socks on them, or wind socks. So See how the noise level is in the truck. So it's kind of a test for the camera and everything. So let's see what we got. All right. Pull onto the highway now. Okay. Little damp roads today. It's been drizzling all morning. And the temperature is really nice, so it must be about 61 degrees. So it's not bad. Almost shirt sleeve weather. The sun will be up in a couple minutes if it isn't up already. What time it's supposed to come up, but it'll be up in a couple of minutes if it isn't up already. So I guess what I'll do is bring you back on board when we get a little closer to his place, and we'll talk again soon. Doing good. Doing good. Come on in. Come on in. Now up. Come on in. Forward. A little more. Okay, you can drop it there. Let's see. It's just tip the. There you go. Now you got it. Beautiful. You got it. Okay, guys, I'm in the shop here with Jack Pledger, and he's going to send this rotary table. We loaded up in the truck and taking it down to, I want to say Keith Finner, but Keith Rucker. And he was very gracious enough to give Keith this really nice turntable. But I'm so impressed with your shop here, Jack. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, originally from North Georgia. Joined the Air Force right out of college, spent 28 years in the Air Force, then retired from the Air Force, spent 20 years with Northrop Grumman up in Chicago, retired and set up my dream shop, hobby shop. My dad was a car dealer and always restored cars. I learned to drive when I was 6 years old in a 1916 Model T Ford. And always had old cars around, so now that I'm retired, I get to play with them.
You must have been a Ford dealer.
No, he was actually a used car dealer.
Oh, used car dealer, okay.
He sold anything that he could sell.
Whatever he could trade in, yeah. Okay, great. Well, that's very interesting, very interesting. And I love your shop, and maybe one of these days I'll let you, see if you'll let us go through it and take a little tour sometime. But for now, we're just going to leave it at that, and maybe you'll get to come down and see Clark pour some iron.
Yeah, be neat.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. It's. I didn't realize how scary it is until you're right there, and it gets pretty intense, pretty involved when they start pouring that iron. Yeah. So
I've done a little bit with aluminum and bronze, but that's about it. Nothing like that cast iron.
It's a different world. That cast iron is something else. It's I got to give Clark a lot of credit. The boy, he really knows his stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you again for talking to me, and we'll get. I'm sure we're going to get together again.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, pleasure. One more thing, guys. We're going to take a look here at one of Clark's straight edges that Jack has done the scraping on, and all the machine work to it. So I'm going to turn it over to him now and let him kind of explain what he did.
Well, when you get them, it's just a rough casting, and I basically loaded it up in the CNC mill, and I used a face mill and milled it off and squared it up, then took it out and used a hand scraper to scrape it in with a surface plate, bluing, and a hand scraper.
Great.
But, Clark's castings are really nice. I found no voids anywhere in it when I was scraping it and when I was milling it. It's real high quality casting.
Yeah, well, he did a casting for me as well. Not one of these, but a part for an old car, and I watched him make the pour. And when it came out, he said, "Oh, that's not good enough." I said, "What's wrong with it?" It's got a couple little imperfections in it, and he said to do the whole thing over again. And I said, "Oh my gosh, this is way beyond." I said that'll probably machine right out of there. He says, "No," he says, "that's got some porosity in it," and he wanted to redo it, so he redid it for me. And he said, "I'll just keep this one and hang it on the wall."
Yeah, if you want to see the difference. If you ever get something that's cast from China, because it's cheap. First thing you do is you take the paint off of it, and you'll find all the voids that were filled with body filler. And if you ever try to weld it or cut it, you can see all the porosity all through it. And when I ground this one, first machined it and then ground it, there was no porosity anywhere, no voids anywhere. It is really high quality casting.
Great. Well, that's great, and I'm sure Clark will be real impressed to see how this turned out. Looks really nice. Did a beautiful job on it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
A lot of fingerprints on it.
Yeah, there's no rust though.
No.
Okay. Well, that was just a little sidebar there for y'all.